Shoot, we got Eric J. the Great. What's going down, Eric?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, bro. Finally get to meet you. Chopped it up 2 weeks ago, maybe?
Yep.
Yep.
Made contact on the ground.
Yeah, on the ground. Then we chopped it up on the phone.
Yep.
Yeah, are you doing big things? Yeah. So tell me about yourself, how you first got started, bro.
As far as podcasting?
As far as podcasting, yep.
I got into podcasting April 2020. That was 2 months before I got out the military. The pandemic had first hit, and we had a lot of time on our hands because we couldn't go nowhere for a short period of time.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, let me just start a podcast. It was really just a spur of the moment thing. I was just like, just give me an extra hobby to do while I'm sitting still, can't do nothing.
Right.
And then first I started it off with one of my friends that I went to high school with, but he wasn't consistent, so I just started to do it by myself. And I started doing all audio episodes, and then I transitioned to doing visuals in March of 2022.
Okay.
And then rest is history. I got my first big interview in August of 2022 with Charlotte Lowe Jr. and Derez Deshawn, and then other people followed after that, and then started getting bigger and bigger names. Now got Freeway, Ricky Ross, Cash Doll, Bubba Dub, T-Rail, and got other people that I interviewed since I started.
So tell me about your experience in the Army. You know what I'm saying? How many years did you do?
Yeah, I was in the military for 8 years. I joined the military in November 2012. I got out June 2020. And I went in as human resources. And after I graduated basic training, so I tried out for special operations. I made the team. And for anybody that don't know what that is, special operations is basically the elite team of the Army. So basically, we get sent on the special missions, top secret stuff. And got medically retired. They started medically retirement in November of 2019. My body wore down, just the wear and tear of the military, running, jumping out of airplanes, rappelling out of helicopters, just took a toll on me after time. So they medically retired me in 2020. And been to Afghanistan twice, been to 8 different countries. Did everything you possibly do in the military when it comes to war or anything like that.
Right. So also you got a book.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, what's that book all about?
I got a book called From Stuck to Limitless. It's on Amazon, and it's on Kindle and other digital platforms. Basically, this book came about, I had a stretch in 2022 and 2023 where I kept interviewing authors, and we developed a great relationship, and everybody I was interviewing was already bestseller #1 authors. And we exchanged social medias, and they kept up with me, and they used to always hit me up and be like, "Hey man, you need to write your book, man. You have a great book. You got a good story."
Yeah.
So I kept blowing it off, and then one day I was just this lady named Marva Riley. She's a bestseller author. She hit me up and she was like, "Man, you really need to do this book." So I said, "Okay." So I got with Marie McKenzie. She was on my podcast, and we did an anthology. It's me and 7 other women, and we all talked about the lowest points of our lives and how we overcame it, and everybody did a chapter apiece. So my chapters is about my first deployment in the military. My best friend got killed right beside me like a month before we were supposed to come back to the U.S. So I went through a deep depression.
Yeah, that fucked you up.
Yeah, so the whole book is basically pushing mental health, like it's okay to see a therapist. And it's okay to see somebody if you need to see someone outside your immediate circle. Because sometimes your immediate circle, might not, not saying your family don't care about what you got going on, but sometimes you need that outside outlet to really get back mentally.
Yeah.
So that helped me with my mental when I got back from Afghanistan to cope with that. Because, when you spend time, like military is like professional sports. Like we're around each other so much, like, you know.
Kind of family.
Yeah, so once you lose somebody where you eating 3 meals with them every day for years, you know they family, I know they family, you know, it hit you kind of hard.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, I got a father. He did time in the military. He retired. Sister retired. Brother retired. I never went, so I can understand that.
Oh yeah.
So tell me about. I didn't know you was making music first.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so I heard you posting a lot of podcast stuff. Then you end up posting some music. Tell me about that. When all that began.
Really, that just began like a month ago, but I used to play around with it in 2013. At my first duty station, I had a buddy that was a producer before he got in the military, and we used to go in his studio after work and just make songs, just play around. I had the whole unit listening to one of my songs when we went to Afghanistan in 2013. I'm so mad because that was the era where you still put music on CDs.
Right.
I lost the CD when I went to Afghanistan, man. I still be mad. I was like, dang, we ain't got that on no flash drive or nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
But so recently, you know, I'm always around artists doing podcasts and stuff. So like, and I always been able to write. You know, my book went #1 last year on Amazon in May, and writing's always been easy for me. And I had people in my family that was musically inclined. So I was like, you know, I seen this opportunity with DJ Flip to get some features for cheaper than what you would normally play. So I was like, you know, let me get some features with some artists and start writing some stuff. And first day I went in the studio, I did 4 songs in one day.
Yeah.
And then
what's your process like? What's your creative process like?
I just write on my phone. So basically, if I know the beat that I'm gonna do the song to, I just play the beat. I got a Bluetooth speaker at home. I play the beat over and over again, and then until I feel something, and then I write all my lyrics and my notes, the hook, the verse, and everything. So, but when I go to the studio, I don't like to waste time. So I see a lot of artists. They try to create their stuff while they're in the studio, and you know you got to pay by the hour, so you'll waste a lot of money.
What's about 60 an hour?
Yeah, 50 an hour.
50 an hour, okay.
So like, it speeds up the process if you already got your lyrics and stuff when you go in there. So as soon as you get in there, you just go in the booth and just perfect your voice.
Knock out about
and
1 or 2 songs.
Right.
Okay.
So did that, and I'm still surprised to this day how many good responses I got. Like I sent my songs to probably about 60 people, and I was just saying, and then these people that I sent it to, I know they're not yes men. Like they're gonna tell me if it was trash or not, you know. And people was like, man, bro, you really got a voice for the music. Like you really could rap and things like that. So they gave me some reassurance to know that, like, you know, I mean, I'm into podcasting, but, you know, I'm not saying I'm trying to be a full-fledged rapper, but if the opportunity presented itself, you know, I mean, we'll see what it presents. But, you know, if anything, it's just a hobby. You know, I'm gonna put out videos and.
But you can execute out this music nowadays because there's so many platforms that, you know, independent artists, you know, execute and made money off this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you trying to do that?
Yeah. You're always open to making money, you know, anything that generated a different stream of income, you know.
Right.
But the main thing I wanted to do that, and it's happens that I'm good at it, to bring more attention to my podcast.
Right.
To give a different flavor of content to my YouTube channel and things like that.
The 5 songs you sent me 2 weeks ago, them artists that you had, man, those some big artists right there, bro. For real. And some quality songs too. Like you said, once you get it mixed and mastered, those can go. That's an EP right there. But you say you're gonna put singles, right?
Yeah. I say something different every day. Like, like, you know, I be like, I want to put singles. Then again, I'm like, I do an EP and then just push the videos out one by one.
Okay,
I
makes
want to shoot a
sense.
video to every song.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been leaning towards lately. Right now, I got
You got
seven
to you got to
songs.
mix around. You got to mix, quality of music. Just those 5 tracks that I heard,
Yeah.
and I'm surprised you sent me those 5 tracks just off GP.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time we met face to face, but talking on the phone was like shit. He sent me those 5 tracks. Woo.
I got 2 more that I just did with Conway from New York and this dude named Next Flex, and he a Hispanic artist from the West Coast.
Okay.
And then I got 2 more I got to do. I already wrote the songs. I got a song with Jim Jones and Jules Santana. I just got to go record it. I got their verses on my
So
phone.
you got a basic, you got some shit coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what producers you be linking out to?
I produce. My producer named Stacks. He out here in Newburgh. He produces Sonny Blue.
Sonny Blue. Yeah, I do Sonny Blue.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Sonny Blue's my
So
guy.
you're an in-house producer.
Yeah. He Sonny Blue turned me on to him, and once I knew Sonny Blue was rocking with him, and I've been listening to his music. I already knew it was high quality. Plus, he record a couple of Boosie and Icewear Vezo songs too.
Okay.
So once I heard that, I was like, yeah, he know what he's doing. So
Yeah, you been in the game for a while?
yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he's very
Established.
experienced. Yep.
Established. You got a cameraman besides you? Shout out to your cameraman.
My cameraman is Jeezy. Don't do it visuals. If you don't know him, by everybody in Louisville know him Jeezy.
Yeah.
But his real name Corey Goffner. If you not go by his government name, but
Right.
yeah, he been my cameraman there since I started doing visuals. We locked in,
Yeah.
And, he does all my vlogs and all that stuff.
Yeah, you just dropped a vlog, didn't you?
Yeah, when I went to the studio and did that Royce 459 song, he was with me, and he basically got me recording the song, behind the scenes, and
Yeah.
he it's on my Instagram, Eric J the Great, ERICJTHE Great, and I got the video on there, and I posted it on my YouTube too, the Eric J the Great podcast. So.
Yeah, when I heard that Roast the 5'9" song, that's a lyrical song, man. You lyrical yourself. How'd you tap into that lyrical side?
Well, I've been following Royce 5'9" for years, cause I know he was signed to Eminem at one point.
Yes.
And I seen him on plenty of ciphers on BET. So when I first got the record and I heard the hook, and I was listening to how he was rapping, I was like, man, he's rhyming with the same 2 words the whole hook. And Detroit and up north is known for their lyricism.
Yeah,
Like
always been.
Like down south, like we known for stunning, talking shit, just popping our shit. So, but I wanted to show that down south artists can get in a different bag too if you depending on what artist you collabing with, like they bring that out of you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like with him being as a talented lyricist as he was, I just couldn't come regular on that song. So
Yeah, mediocre.
yeah, so I had said that I'm gonna do 2 16-bar verses, and I'm gonna rhyme with options on both of the verses just to show people my vocabulary, just to show that hey, I can get in that same bag he can get in.
Right, you did too. Yeah.
I get a lot of my cameraman called me an hour before I came here. He loved that song. Every time he listened to it, he called me. He was like, "Bro, you slid on that."
Man, you did, man, for real, man. Like I said, the fact that you sent me, I was like, damn, man, that's gumbo right there. That's
I see these other 2, you're gonna be like, man, like everybody loved this Lamb Down song that I did. That was the quickest song I ever recorded. It's only 2 minutes, and I did the song in 20 minutes. Like usually I had to do the verse like 5 or 6 times.
Right.
I was feeling the beat. It was a West Coast beat, so I did the beat. I only had to do the verse twice, and I was out of there. So I'm getting better and better. I'm getting quicker and quicker every time I go.
Yeah, you said you try to establish your voice and everything too when we spoke. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people say they like my voice, which, people that's real music heads that I was sending my music to, they was like, yeah, you got a nice voice on the track. Cause I'm like, man, if it sounded like this on a rough version, when I get it,
When they get cleaned up.
yeah, it's gonna sound way better.
Yeah. Chris. So what was your next move? How you been networking out here?
manager Juice. He's been doing these. I ain't been had a chance to get down to Atlanta. I need to get down there, so he's been setting up some sponsorship opportunities. And,
Okay.
Different people we could collab with in the community just to establish different relationships, so we can start getting booked for hostings and shows and do day parties and things like that. Just another stream of income, and just been doing this music and just waiting, setting up for these other big interviews I got coming out, because I got for the next 3 months I got at least 5 big interviews coming out. I know I got the biggest Michael Jackson tribute artist in the world. His name Kent Olaf. Look him up on TikTok and stuff. He's the biggest tribute artist in the world. He dances just like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He's in Norway and Germany. And I got an interview with EST Ski Mike.
Okay.
I got an interview with Bubba Dub. That's coming. All them coming out next month. Got an interview with Q-Biz coming out in May. Boosie artist in Lexington.
I heard of him. 859, right?
Yep. We got an interview with Parlay from the Franchise Boys coming out in June.
That's legendary right there.
Man,
he got his own podcast show, don't he? Parlay?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be going on his podcast too. I just got to set up a date with him to get down there. I was talking to him the other day because me and him got a relationship now, so we be talking on the phone sometimes.
That's good.
And Cash Doll interview drops in June. BHM Peasy, he's the hottest artist in Atlanta right now. His interview drops in July. T-Rail drops in July. And I interviewed a couple old school artists that people might not know, but you have to look them up. I interviewed Tulo from the 90s.
Tulo.
Yeah, I interviewed his Scarface brother. He got messed over in this Rap-A-Lot deal. He sued for like $20 million. He told his whole story with me on, him going in and out of prison, how that affected his life, him not paying him the music and things like that. He had to go back to the streets. And I interviewed Scooby from the Grit Boys. I don't know if people know who the Grit Boys.
Nah. Where they from?
They're a legendary group in Houston. They came out with this dude named Hawk. He's real legendary in the music. He was an A&R. He passed away. And they toured with Paul Wall. When Paul Wall was at his top, he introduced them.
Oh, okay.
So they've been on tour with Paul Wall and all the big Houston artists. So they real big in Houston.
Yeah. Houston real big in music scene already.
Yeah, absolutely.
Millionaires off top.
Yeah, he's like
just
they got
in
their
that
own
state.
Culture down there.
Yeah.
It's always been like that. That's why I like Texas.
Since the 90s, 80s, yeah.
Yeah, Texas always like their own country. Everybody support each other, and they don't really have to depend on no other states. Like people become millionaires just
off in Texas. Yeah. They say Dallas got a lot of millionaires right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, like Mo3, rest in peace Mo3, they said he made $3 million in Texas before he even did a show in another state.
Damn.
So, it's crazy.
You think Louisville can get like that? Think we can get that support like that coming up in years' time?
Louisville can. Louisville has everything that it needs, just like any other city. But it's a lot of, street politics that prevents a lot
lots
of
of
people
that.
from working. Like it only be situations like people be having problem with the current generation. It'd be their previous generation, like their uncles or whatever, might have got into it. Now they can't work because they might not even have a problem with that person's son or nephew or whatever, but it's just off GP over my uncle. Don't mess
Back
with your
in the
uncle,
day.
so I can't even mess with you, So it's like it sucks that it's like that,
Yeah. So what you think about the music scene here?
Music scene,
The last 5 years.
I like the music scene here. EST blew up. ESTG, Jack Harlow, Bryson. They blew up. And the up and coming. I like the up and coming artists here. I interviewed a lot of the up and coming people here, like 86 Snot.
Yeah, I like Snot.
Gang Type Black Steve.
Yeah.
Anna B. Vibe Like Ty. Ken Dog.
Yeah.
I think Ken Dog the hottest right now.
He got that song with Rallo.
Oh yeah, Rollo Rodriguez.
Yeah.
One Take Timmy, Mars.
Yeah, Timmy go hard. Mars go hard too.
It's a lot of people.
It's a
man.
list.
Yeah, Wonky Pikes, Juice. There's a lot of people, man, that's doing their thing. You know, I tapped in with them because my guy Marty be doing networking events and he be doing hip hop competitions. So he be having all these artists at these hip hop competitions to win studio time and cash prizes and stuff. Top 3 places. So
Yeah.
I run across these people all the time.
So you tapped in with the city,
Oh yeah.
showing love and support.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you got to. They gonna give it back. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I always throw positive energy out to people. I believe that it comes back, you know.
yeah. So what's next? What's next?
Just get more big interviews. I got a couple people on my radar. I'm trying to get, I think he's real busy right now. I'm trying to get Boss Man D-Lo.
Yeah,
But,
he's busy, but you'll get hold of him.
Yeah, I was talking to his manager last week. He was like, they ain't doing no more interviews right now, so I'll touch back bases with them.
Well, you know that weather about to,
Yeah.
they about to get that club scene popping everywhere. You think about that song that he dropped. You've been putting in work for years, but that one song just
I love that song.
Yeah.
Get In With Me.
yeah.
And that song, every time I hear it, when
You
I'm in
ain't
the
do your
bar,
remix on it?
I get hyped. My homeboy told me that the other day. He was like, man, you should do a remix.
Put your
to that."
remix on that.
And I was thinking about it. I was listening to the instrumental the other day, and I was like, I could slide on that because that's some real down south beat right there,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm thinking about it, you know.
Talk your
I
shit.
might go to the studio tomorrow. I was thinking about going to the studio tomorrow to knock out those other 2 records. So it ain't nothing to get that song downloaded off YouTube and to put a verse on there. You know, my
Right.
producer know how to do all that. So
Yeah,
shoot a video to it, that'd go crazy.
right. So who would describe yourself and your music style?
I'm a writer. Like, you know, I was having this conversation the other day. I was like, you know, everybody got their own style, but I feel like when Jay-Z and Wayne came out and when they was at their height and they put out that they don't write, I think a lot of people try to take that wave and say, oh, I don't write.
But they punching in?
Yeah, punching in, which some people are good at. I don't bet some up and coming people that's really good at just going in there and just rapping. I can't do that.
Right.
Me, like, I could write a song in 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, hook and everything. But, like, me, like, I got to listen to the beat and I got to reminisce on everything I've been through. And once I reminisce on everything, when I just get in the, because I like to write at home, so I turn all the TVs and stuff off, focus, write, and I write everything on my notes on my iPhone and break it up bar by bar. And then once I write it down, I feel like that's just as efficient as somebody punching in, because even people that I've seen that's good at punching in, they might go in there and say 6 bars off the head real quick, and then it's that little intermission where they're trying to think, all right, what will go with this? You know, when I walk in, I got everything already back to back, so and the only thing I'm trying to find is the key to the beat. Be like, oh, there's too many words, or I need to take this out, or something. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, everybody got their own style, but you know, I'm a writer for sure. You know, I know I could definitely see me being a ghostwriter for somebody because I can write effortlessly.
Yeah. Yeah, that ghostwriting. Ghostwriters make a lot of money.
Yeah, I know
Lots
people
of
that became
money.
millionaires off ghostwriting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a buddy. He's writing for one of the biggest artists in the world right now.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, I can't drop the name because you know he signed an NDA, but
Yeah.
you know, but she is a female artist. She's one of the biggest artists right now. You know, he writing for her. So
Making money off of.
yeah, well, he getting the back end.
Yeah, you getting the back end, which is
so-
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he ain't charge her up front, so he got a percentage.
So you gonna have all your music on all platforms?
Yep. I'm gonna have it on everything, anything you can get music off of, social media, all that, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat,
Yeah.
Facebook. Definitely gonna. Everybody want me to hurry up doing his video to their options. You know, everybody. I was thinking about getting some dancers and then having a split screen of me doing what I'm saying in my lyrics, but doing two different things but rapping the same thing at the same time. I'm trying to get creative on it. You know.
Right.
So I can't wait to start doing visuals to that because I got some songs that's gonna be some club bangers. You know, like they gonna go crazy.
In the club.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
You get that bag off in the club, man.
Yeah, because once I already know when I drop these songs that I got, people are already asking for features. But
Already.
But I'm like, I ain't gonna put a price on it right now until I officially release it. So when they see those people I got songs with, when I throw that price out there, it ain't no dispute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta come with it or not. And I ain't gonna break people's head off, but at the same time, if you're good at something, you gotta get compensated for it.
Right. So your marketing, you got a good marketing strategy.
Yeah. Like now, somebody hit me up for a song, gotta do it for free just because, and the more I go in the studio, the better I'm gonna get and establish relationships too. I'm big on relationships. A lot of people lose sight on that. That's the best advice I can give anybody that's trying to be a podcaster or anything in life. You have to be able to discern when it should be about the money and when it shouldn't be about the money. A lot of people be so focused on a dollar that they don't value relationship.
Yeah.
And later on down the line, that person might become a power player in the industry that you in, and you try to break their head off. Now
At the beginning.
Now they gonna try to break your head off. Is only right. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah.
The tables always turn.
Right.
The person that's small today might be big beach tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's how it go.
You can do business without money.
Yeah. As long as it makes sense,
Yeah, as long as
Like if y'all got something y'all can benefit off each other, and both of y'all in the same industry, and both of y'all good. Sometimes it don't make sense to charge. Sometimes, especially if y'all genuinely fucking with each other. Y'all got similarities and things like that. But if it's somebody from out of state or something that you don't know, unless it's just y'all strike up a good relationship, I could see somebody charging in a situation like that. But even when you charge, you got to be able to discern the right amount. You know what I'm saying? Don't be,
can't bust no heads.
Yeah. So, and throw people deals, you know what I'm saying? Like, on interviews, like it's plenty of times, freaking I should have charged the person for an interview, but I messed with them so hard that I did it for free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just certain situations I see people make that mistake all the time.
Yeah, you're right. So how often do you put out podcast episodes?
I drop every Monday at midnight every Monday. I seen all the bigger podcasts drop on the same days every week. So
you think that'll flood people to tune in on you?
Yeah, so I try to be real consistent on the days I drop. I do vlogs on Thursday or Fridays, and then I do podcast episodes on Mondays.
No, okay.
And then as far as that's when I post on all my social medias too. Like Mondays, every time I drop an episode, I post it on that Monday at midnight.
So what's your social media so they can find you, look you up?
Facebook is the Eric J. the Great Podcast. Instagram, Eric J. the Great. TikTok, Eric J. the Great. Twitter, Eric J. the Great. Snapchat, Eric J. the Great. And the YouTube, the Eric J. the Great Podcast. But if you go to my Instagram and just click the link in my Instagram, I have Insta bio that has every link that my social medias and all my podcast platforms that I'm on Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, Overcast, Google, any possible podcast platform I'm on. You just click that Insta bio and then show you every link that you need to see. Even got the link to my book and got a link to articles that I've been publishing as well too.
No, okay, so you got your articles published. Okay, tell me about that.
My manager, it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was Lyrics and Threads, and I forgot the name of the other one, but they had me on the front page of their blog. One of them get 10,000 visits daily.
That's good.
And then one of them gets like over 30,000 visits daily. And basically, they was just saying I'm redefining podcast success in Kentucky. You know, with the people, the caliber of guests that I've been able to get here.
Yeah, you got some high caliber guests.
Yeah, so and a lot of people, you know, that's why I go back to the relationships. You know, a lot of these people that I got interviews with, I didn't have to pay because it was a relationship thing where either I might know somebody that know their manager, and their manager is best friends with my homie. So just on the strength of that, he's gonna have the manager put in a word to where I ain't gotta pay him. When a dude normally he might charge somebody $5,000 for an interview, I ain't gotta pay nothing.
Right.
Just on the strength. So that's why I was like, you have to value relationships, because relationships will make or break you in any type of business you in. Shout out to my boy Jeezy, Don't Do It Visuals, man, my cameraman. Shout out Sunny Blue. Shout out Big Mono. Shout out everybody that's been rocking with the Eric J. the Great podcast, all my followers. I appreciate the support. I always give back every year for Christmas and Thanksgiving. You know, usually partner up with Virtue with my boy Tone. We did Christmas giveaways. He was in the hospital this past year, but I know last year we did a Christmas giveaway, and we do turkeys and stuff. So I always try to
Get back
stay
to the
established
community.
in the community, you know.